Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. And if you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. All are welcome here and all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay. Collective, we're starting off with petty. Okay. It says immature, small minded, insignificant drama. So there could be someone around you trying to stir up some petty drama, trying to ruin your mood. Maybe with an energy or an aura that is bright and pink, light pink or golden. You have some kind of aura or energy about your collective that is very bright. And people could find your vibe to be intimidating. Now, this is a them problem. This is not a you problem. But Spirit is saying there is someone who is trying to be petty around you. This could be in your neighborhood. This could be in your home. This could be in a workplace. So put it where it resonates. But there is someone who is feeling like Petty LaBelle or Petty Pendergrass, and they're drinking some petty juice. Spirit wants you to make sure that you do not, lose any sleep over this situation. Trust and know when you are vibing high and you're working towards progress, these things come to build your wit and your tenacity, to make you stronger, to make you wiser, and also to give you the experience of being around different energies and how to maneuver and still land on your feet, because we all are different people. We're from different backgrounds. And unfortunately, part of the path and the mission, you will have some naysayers, you will have some haters. Everyone will not be there to applaud you. There will be some people who are in disagreement of your existence or what you are attached to or what you are involved in. And Spirit is saying that is perfectly, really fine and okay. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that you need to stop, being who you are. But Spirit is saying, be aware. This is just a notification. This is not to project any fear or worry. No weapon formed against the collective will prosper. Okay. All right. And so, yeah, there's just someone just feeling petty. They're feeling childish. Your aura, your energy makes them feel inferior. Okay. The next card we have here is long road. Okay. It says delays, trials, tribulations, and taking a long way around. So basically, by this person or these group of people choosing to attack you or slander you in any way, they are creating a long road for themselves. They are creating an uphill battle, as you see that hill, that mountain there. And so they are just creating karma for themselves that they will have to endure and they will have to receive and respond to as well. Spirit wants you to be brave and remain in the energy, of the Hierophant, okay? You're on a whole different frequency. You're on a different vibration. Everybody isn't for you. You're not for everyone, and it's okay. That you're not, but Spirit wants you to remain who you are. Do not change who you are, okay? But to make sure you're keeping your distance from people of this caliber, of this energy. Whenever you notice someone is deliberately trying to distract you, inflict harm or some kind of friction, the only thing you need to do is make sure that you're removing yourself, even when this familiar energy pops up, maybe through someone else, okay? This energy could be here because maybe this person feels like they have nothing going on for themselves with the Five of Cups. They could be in the energy of the pity party, which is none of your business. You have nothing to do with that, okay? You have nothing to do with how they feel about themselves. That is a them problem, and that is something that they have to fix on their own in their own divine timing. Spirit wants you to stay focused like the Nine of Pentacles. No one gets to the energy of the Nine of Pentacles without being focused. And so as she stand there, male or female, in this white representing purity, pure intentions that you have, and that's why you're here and you're blessed with this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, it takes work to get here, and you are co-creating with Spirit, with Source, with the universe, because your intentions are pure. That's why these things have arrived in your life. This could represent finances, a healthy, loving relationship, okay, a good career, okay, lots of love in the home front, just lots of harmony and peace in your life overall, lots of cohesiveness as you move forward. Okay, but this is because, once I said, your intentions are pure with this white here. You don't have diabolical, nefarious intentions. You are mindful of the energy that you are putting out, because what we put out, no matter who we are, what our belief system is, it must return. And so I'm picking up that you're very mindful. No one is perfect, but collective, you're very mindful of what kind of energy you're putting out. You're very mindful of not being a troublemaker, an it starter, someone full of toxicity. I'm picking up also that you're the type of person, if there's someone whom you don't like or you don't agree with, you just simply stay away from them. And you're not someone to create a confrontation or try to slander their character. And that's why the Nine of Pentacles is here. This comes from work being applied. This comes from the momentum of work being applied over time, as well as the Hierophant. The steps taken to receive the enlightenment, the steps taken to receive the progress. This takes work. This is from someone who is putting in the work. They are not standing around scratching their head, blaming anyone, having a pity party, saying, "Woe, it's me," or ignoring or disregarding when spirit or their ancestors are trying to signal them, hey, something is wrong. It's time for you to straighten that up. Okay. Confirmation with the horn. So with the Seven of Wands, though many may try, as this person is sitting in a protective sphere here, she is in her bubble here, but this could represent male or female energy. Though many try to poke and pry at your peace or your way of being, I'm picking up that Spirit is saying they will not be able to touch you or harm you. No weapon formed against the collective will ever prosper. So they may try, but it will not be formed. It will not harm you at all. It will only return to them, okay? It will only return to them. And that karma can arrive for them at any time in their life. No one knows when karma will arrive. And that's why, like I said, we must be mindful. Once again, we have the King of Pentacles here. No one gets to the throne without earning their rite of passage. This is another card that has been earned. This is energy that is earned. This is a person that is putting out the right energy, not saying that they're perfect, but they're mindful of their intentions in their actions towards people. And so in return, there is always a reaction. And to have a positive outcome, you want to make sure you're putting out positive energy. Every day is not perfect, but you want to make sure majority of what you're putting out is something fruitful, something helpful, something uplifting. And on days where you feel like, you're not having a good mood, that you keep that energy to yourself, maybe take a break, relax, get some rest, but be mindful of trying to inflict any pain or anger on others. These cards here, the Nine of Pentacles, okay, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant energy, these three cards here represent people who are putting in the work to live in progress, to work towards progress, to have prosperity, to be happy, to be successful, to be abundant, and to maintain it consistently, okay, maintaining the frame of their existence. These cards represent that. Spirit is telling me to convey that. And so the message is for you to continue to do the work. These people who are trying to be petty towards you, or they have diabolical intentions, Spirit is saying they are nothing to worry about. They are mere figments, basically, of your imaginations, and you can think of them that way. They are NPCs, non-playable characters. They cannot touch you. Do not communicate with these people. Do not allow yourself to be around them as well. If you're someone to receive maybe invites to different gatherings or parties, and you know that people are going to be there whom you don't get along with, Spirit is saying you have to get in the habit of saying no. Do not assert yourself where you do not belong, okay? Because there's an energy here that wants to prove you to be wrong, prove you to be false, or prove you to be a liar, or prove you to be a thief, and it's far from the truth. It is a lie, okay? It is just a lie, so much so that you are continuously taking the steps that are necessary, as you see the steps here, to enlightenment, okay? You may have Virgo in your chart. And so Spirit wants you to consistently do this whenever you need, answers to questions, to be still and go within. Just as the Seven of Wands, while people are poking and prying to start mess, this person is in their bubble, in their sphere, and tapping in, okay? And because they're tapped in, the Spirit is there for protection, okay? And this wand here, this one wand is like, oh, I see we can't get through. Oh boy, the collective is really protected. We can't get through. Oh man. Okay. They must be raising the vibration. Oh no. Darkness, does not like the light, and light is found in darkness. Okay, so those who carry heavy clouds, unhappy people not willing to do the work on themselves so that they will live a life that makes them happy. They often try to find a way to inflict their pain onto others. So this is just part of the path. It doesn't matter who you are. Spirit is saying be aware of that, but make sure you continue beating your own drum. Okay, make sure that you keep that bliss and that love and that light that is about you. Do not let the ways of the world shape who you are and change who you are. Continue to be joyful, very excited and passionate about learning new things and new beginnings, people, places, and things in your life that are fruitful and not fruitless. I'm picking up that you are someone who could be possibly world renowned or very well known. Okay, as this person is on the stage, and these white asteroids here at the bottom are people applauding this person. These are the lights shining on you, collective. So you could be someone who is famous, world renowned, hood famous, community famous, church famous. Maybe you're popular in your friend group, popular in a friend setting, pretty where it resonates. But this is also, in addition, another thing that makes this person very envious and jealous and want to be petty. But with the Queen of Swords here, this is someone, once again, who has earned their right, okay? Sitting on their throne. That cushion there is a throne for the Queen of Swords, okay? But she's in, solitude, reserving herself mentally in this picture here, with the sword in the hand. It's just a reminder of what she has been through, and to be mindful of who she allows into her heart and into her living space and into her just being in existence. Not to say this person is full of anxiety, but this Queen of Swords energy, you could have Taurus placement in your chart, someone who has earned the position to be here. And that's why the sword is there. That sword is like a reminder. I know who I am. I know where I come from. And that's why I understand what is taking place around me. And that's why the sword is there. She is on a throne. She's where she's rightfully deserving to be. So this is your desired destined energy, to remain on your throne, no matter how much petty-ish may cross your path. There will be moments you'll have to be still. You'll have to be silent. Never engage with a goofy and never engage with a clown, because clowns love to perform. And if they have an audience, they will perform. They'll start juggling things around, okay? They'll start dancing in those big shoes. Okay. So, just remember and continue to be you and keep your peace, confirmation, because you have them shook. You have people shook at how much you are prospering and you are growing in your life. And you're keeping a lot of grace and class about yourself, male or female. And it is very beautiful, collective. You have people shook, just as this little monkey is looking like, oh, I can't believe they're still maintaining. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.